Okay guys, so this is going to be the match. I will start the match and go quickly to the toilet. Be right back. Okay guys, thank you for waiting. So Max versus Dexter. Oh, Max is doing the Max thing. Obviously. I'm wondering how you should react to it. Like, pulling those workers is fine. But I think you need to pull like 6. Oh, he cancelled the Nexus, the gateway. He's going for another one. He's like, you want to attack it? Just go for it. There are 3 places where you can make a pylon block on the right, but there is only one on the left side. I think sending the Zealot to the main base of Max would have been a better choice from Dexter, so actually that was very smart from Max to put this gateway in, buy extra time, so he will have his own Zealot to defend this pressure. So timing will be similar. Dexter will attack first, so he should be able to win. I don't think there is a reason to lose this Zealot, but you can also use it to scout, so that's not bad to have it in the main base. But nicely done by Max to try to chase it down with the probe. I guess the Zealot is pulling this Zealot from the entrance, so the second one will be able to get in. So that's actually a smart from Dexter. He will be able to apply some pressure to the mineral line. One probe. 2 probes. That's more than he probably expected. A lot of mining time as well. goons and 1 zealot versus 2 goons and 1 zealot. Range timing is basically the same, but Dexter going for the robo, same thing for Max. So this is mirror build order, but Dexter with a little bit more workers, but some of them are mining weirdly. Double gate from Dexter. Oh, Mr. Dexter also asked me to change. That's good. That I remember that he is not from Germany, but he is from from Bulgaria. Right? He's from Bulgaria. It will be changed. And yeah, he asked me to change it. Oh, Dexter wants to. He lives in Germany, but he was born in Bulgaria and raised, so he wants to represent his country. Max using the high ground nicely. That was a lot of missed shots. But Dexter, with the superior gun advantage, he's able to attack to this assimilator, and that might put this game into a completely different position. If he will be able to kill this assimilator, it will close this path, not from the zealots but from the goons. This path and expansion from Dexter. I believe this is possible to kill this assimilator. He don't want to invest too much into it, but this is only one gateway from Max. And the assimilator will go down. That means that Max can use only left side of the map. Dexter can even go for Nexus here and switch to the carriers and use those guns to protect himself against the rivers. Out and push with the river and zealot, I believe, with the river and goons. Shield battery from Max. I don't think there is a reason to keep, I mean, only to keep the goons against the rivers, but I wouldn't expect zealots to attack over here. If you want, you can always kill the assimilator and just be sure that there will be no attack from this direction. On the other hand, it allows you to send the probe over there and build some buildings, so it's still possible to do something. Go for the speed lots and some sneaky counter attack to this location. So maybe not killing the assimilator is a better option. And Dexter can choose to try to make an additional expansion or more gateways and try to just play it out from two bases. This base has 1500 minerals in each mineral field, this one has 1200. So this base will be mined out faster. It's same with the assimilator, it's 5000 here and 3000 here. So in theory this is the optimal or how to say, the primary second base. This map. Okay, we have a pretty powerful move out. Speed for the shuttle is done as well. There is no shuttle from Max, but he has a shield battery. I think even attacking from this angle wouldn't be bad for Dexter. Sniping the rivers is important. Templar archives on the way. There's beginning of the fight. Oh, nicely done. Nice micro. Actually from both players. Target firing the shuttle, and that stops this push immediately. Dexter is going for his own expansion. They're free, but 8 gate versus 6 gate, and Citadel of Adun just starting, so Max with more workers and better tech, he will be able to really start macroing. There will be round 2 with the river and shuttle, but this time Max will have more gateways to just flood those rivers, and there will be also a Templar. Plus 1 weapon will be there for Max. Plus 1 weapon is just starting for Dexter. EP, I really like it. There are cannons in the natural over here. There is no cannon in the main base, and there is just starting the cannon over here. So this DT might be the game-ending damage, or maybe at least the position-changing damage. I guess you want to start attacking the probes and go to the main base after killing as many as possible. Nice reaction. Oh, and the observer timing is basically perfect for Dexter. But still, 7 workers go down. 62 now for Max. Although he's securing the mineral only, so the gas income will be in favor of our Bulgarian Protoss. Okay, we have both Rivers and Templars. This is extremely powerful. The problem with it is that it's hard to control, but if you do it correctly, it should be fine. Although the high ground is there for Dexter. The storms are decent, the rivers are dealing a lot of damage, but the rivers of Dexter are dealing a lot of damage. Those are great storms. Nice save of the river. And the high ground really pays off. Dexter only on 6 gate versus 8 gate of Max. Storms are really decent. So much value, so much meat in those storms. The river is doing whatever he can to keep up with the storm's damage. And this low HP river is really dealing out of damage, but overall look at the supplies. Max macro is really insanely good. And beautiful usage of the battery, regenerating this Archon to the full HP basically. Oh, and now the river will be under pressure. There is no rush for Max to attack right now. I think going back home, start adding some more gateways, maybe saturating the bases a little bit better might be a better option. He has extra gas income, so there is a place for him to make extra Archons, make some Templars. There will be expansion over here. That's why not killing this assimilator makes sense. We don't need a shuttle for the move like this. Okay, some harassment. I guess he expected this expansion to be here. Players playing it out slowly. A double forge from Max. There will be on Forge Assimilator income. This one still has 750 left. It's a nice counter attack, but there will need to be observer over there, and there will be. Both players are really playing it slowly. Micro actually from both players. But you can't send goons over here, so that's why zealots and the rivers are so powerful. You can protect this base only with the zealots. Okay, but Max decided, okay, I can't defend this base, so I need to kill one of your base, and this is a nice arc to attack. The Nexus can work as a nice tank, although, so Dexter might want to push this part of the army. Nice storms on top of the High Templars. Beautiful storms from Dexter. With a lot of money, now finally added extra gateways. His Archon count is 6, so that's huge. This really adds additional muscles and additional firepower to the army. So you can see that this extra gas really adds up, and he has so much more left in the bank. From Max, but there is a potential for even nicer storms over here because all this army is clumped. What a beautiful storms on top of all the Templars. Dexter should be invited to just attack in here, eliminate one of the bases. This is very mobile army of his, although he is not too decisive with the push. Maybe he's afraid of more Templars waiting for him, and if he will wait, there will be more and more storms. Actually, it's quite a decent amount from Max. Oh, look at that, saving the Templars from the storm with the battery. What a play. It looks like Max is not paying that much attention, and Dexter will be able to push to the natural. He's sending more and more reinforcements over here. The Archons are dealing a lot of damage. Finally, the main army of Dexter arrives, and he's landing beautiful storms. So maybe with the beautiful storms, it's really possible to defend it. If the Archons will fall, the Zealot reinforcements from the gateways will be even more powerful. We are missing one more storm for the Dream, but I think still it might be possible for Max. Look how even trade of those guys it is. They are really playing it their heart out over here. This base is mined out. Dexter managed to secure this position. But Max securing the bottom left, so his income, look at that, this is 87 workers. This is a lot of probes from Max. 89 even, we are going up. Can we hit the 100? Let's go with 100 workers. And then the mega drill. Tactical cannons. They are even better when there is High Templar behind them. Oh, but they are not the best against the rivers. Although the army of Max is arriving to flank this. This is a lot of zealots, although the Archons are melting them. The army composition seems just a little bit better from Dexter because he has more gas income. And he's slowly killing those cannons, I really like it. Max is doing whatever he can to protect this base. He understands that without this base it's going to be very hard only on 2 bases. Especially that this gas income is important. You can kill the pylon. Okay, we will have some zealot counter, but with 3 cannons, maybe? I like the zealot position from Dexter. Cannons are really strong against the zealots. So Dexter hold this position and killed the base of Max, securing his own base as well. So this is 3 victories at once. Seems like the last push from Max. His army is a little bit slower because he has so many workers. One good storm can kill half of the army of Max. We are attacking from him some positioning pylons. The storms might be good actually here from Max. This is a really close argument. Those are great storms from Dexter. Even killing the gas is great. High Templar storm battle. Beautiful storms on top of the rivers. He needs 1 more for the dream. But he will be able to clear the army. Dexter is losing a lot of units. That was a great storm. 10 kills. But still 69 more workers left. And if Max will secure this position, he will be not that bad of a spot. He just needs to start mining this gas. Oh my god, we have carriers from Dexter. Oh my god, I didn't expect that to happen in PvP, guys. Latam versus USA, Latam won 4-1. It was 2-1 and then arranged and 2 versus 2 match is walkover. Okay, carriers are actually the perfect units to kill this base because only zealots can go through. Obviously you can transport the High Templars and make Archons, but still this is the ultimate counter to this base. One of the rare situations where you can use a carrier in this strategic way, not even bother of microing. They have a huge push from Max. He will want to do something. He feels the need to do something, but it's going to be so hard. Although if he will storm this clump army, maybe it's doable, but the cannons are dealing extra damage, the zealots are disappearing, so it seems like Dexter with the carrier counter will be able to have at least huge lead in this game. He should have forces to deny this base. And this is the most important base for Max right now. The countering Zealots will save it. What a match between those guys, Max and Dexter. Free 1 upgrades versus free 1 upgrades. The Bulls are fighting the carriers. GG from Max. Dexter securing the first victory for Team Europe. GG. And next match, Ziki versus SPX. That's the match I was waiting for the most. First of all, it's only Zerg in the lineup, but second of all, it's Ziki. Everyone loves Ziki, but also everyone loves SPX. So let's see the match between the beloved ones, SPX versus Ziki. The map is Radeon. On the bottom right side of Radeon we have Ziki. On the top left side we have SPX. We have $500 prize pool in this Nation Wars. You can donate to the match arena if you want to increase the prize pool, just to give players more motivation. Here is the match. Oh, guys, I'm so sick. My brain is not working too well. You can donate to the prize pool over here if you want to. Give more motivation to the teams. This is just the beginning, just the week 2. Last season we had a $1,200 sponsored by Mr. Thundery Junk. We already have 500, but let's hope we will make this event regular. The dream of mine is have those Nation Wars, BSL A Team and BSL Team Wars being a regular events with $1,000 each, and then have 2 seasons of BSL Pro League with $4,000 each. Additionally, have weekly tournaments regularly with $100 each, and it would be making my dreams come true. I think this would be a great environment for the players to improve. Give them motivation to play out of events. Very regular opening from Ziki. You can see that SPX building a relatively late command center. But I guess those 2 marines were just to stop the drone from scouting, and he will kill it, so that's nice move. Ziki going for 4 rings. Textbook. Let's see what Ziki will decide to do. We can see that SPX going for double racks, a very early academy, so you will want to have around 5 minutes move out, just to force some suncans. With the cross position, maybe Ziki will be able to escape with 1 suncan. who knows? This academy will be relatively fast, although double racks will be there. Want more marines. SPX keeping the SCV alive, providing him all the information he needs. We have academy, it's going to be 6 marines, and I don't know, 1 medic, 1 firebat. No, more marines, no medics for now. That's the steam. I'm a fan of making medics first because they can build up the energy count. Ooh, nicely done by Ziki, catching 1 marine. Well, went for 8 links. And he will choose to go for the natural over here, so very standard. Ziki is even buying some extra time. You can see that this is 5-minute move out just before the mutas will start being produced. But Ziki is trying to buy extra time with those things. He don't want to spend money on the sunk, and you can see that he wants to spend every single mineral on mutas. And I think he achieved that because the Terran army didn't move out yet. Oh, nicely done, killing the firebat. SPX, very decisive move out. There will be 1 sunken in production. Ziki is not going for the SCVs, just want to kill the marines spawning from the barracks. The links are really good against the marines in low numbers. SPX is really losing a lot to those couple links, the barracks might even fall. Additional marine, more SCVs, this is a crucial damage by Ziki. Not crucial but critical. At least forced. 1 sunken, and Ziki is looking for the army. He don't want this army to enter his third base when he is microing the mutas. 3 barracks. Latency between those guys was probably 224 low, so there will be a possibility to see a very precise micro. Ziki jumping on top of those marines and barracks. What a play! Beautiful muta micro. At the same time, I really like this 1 firebat just to make some disruption. Oh, the barracks will fall. SPX didn't repair it entirely. Ziki is spending every resource to make more mutas, so he is really investing hard into this aggression. Double barracks, not even a factory on the way from SPX. Last 1 weapon will be done, yeah, in a couple of seconds. Then you can start attacking those turrets. Forcing a steam is always good. Now we have 4 racks. Oh, this firebat is... That's not nice micro from Ziki. Healing the fire bat. With the drones only. The turret will fall. Plus one weapon will be done in a second. So he will be able to jump on top of those turrets or this turret. This is a lot of bio, but the medics are having problem with healing it up. Very aggressive with those mutas. Even a drones arriving to the rally point. The lurker aspect, but there is no hive. Decent drone number, but no hive. But if you will ask any Terran, playing against Ziki mutas is a nightmare. Are out of energy, so every shot deals a lot of damage. Every bouncing shot deals a lot of damage as well. But from 4 barracks you can produce a lot of bio. Are like 2 minutes away from first irradiate. The lurkers will be able to even close Terran. But Ziki needs to be more decisive. What he wants to do, I guess the rally point needs to be fixed. It's a very patient play from Ziki. Beautifully done. There is no bunker. Ziki is attacking directly. What a beautiful aggression. Oh, but the mutas are dying to the turrets. That's actually pretty big. Staggered fire from SPX. He still has 4 barracks. The vessels are on the way. There is a first one there already. Ziki going for the hive, so it's not like there is a huge timer on SPX that the fire will arrive in a second. Ziki not paying attention, but although those lurkers were, because those links could go to the main base and simply fight against the marines. Adrenaline is on the way, 1-1 as well. 27 workers only, so much stuff in the third base from Ziki. Guess he's playing only from those 2 hatcheries, but there is so much valuable stuff over here. And thanks to that, the fact that Ziki didn't find those... Okay, he finally found those units. But now as PX can move out, he has a decent upgrades. Vessels will add extra value to this army. Ziki needs to connect all the units together. Okay, this is a lot of Zeg stuff, but now we have irradiates. The links are on top of the bio. The vessels were sniped, so that was a good trade for Ziki. And again, he will threaten this base to be cutted out from mining. 37 SCVs only. One more mutas arriving just to deal with the vessels. But Ziki needs to be careful with those mutas. Those are expensive units, and it's not like he has eco to just throw the units away. The Nidus Canal on the way. 1-1 for the links. Once it kicks in, even the pure links will be able to trade decently against this bio. Oh, that's really got a lot of time. But still it's enough for Ziki to deal with the army, but now this is a 5 barracks production, so a lot of bio. I think if Ziki would go for ultras, it wouldn't be even bad for him. Nice target fire from SPX. Beautiful micro. Look how low the supply of players is. Ziki securing the 4th base. I believe the filer already has consumed. Ooh, nice snipe on the vessels. Still 4 of them are there. I think it might be a good moment to maybe drone up to slow down Ziki. You can secure 4 bases. It's going to be very hard to kill Terran now. And Terran have this extremely powerful comeback mechanism called the dropship. One links are trading well. What are the upgrades? 2-1 on the way, but we have also 2-2 on the way for Zerg. SPX thinking about the 3rd base, I like it. The game is already long. The main base will be mined out soon. Two lurkers over here. Where is the second part? Okay, excuse me, my brain. Okay, we will have the filer. And more fire bats. How many of them we have? We have 3 in here, so with the defensive matrix, we can try to jump on top of those lurkers. Yeah, but not with Plague. And I believe Plague must be done. It's done by Ziki. But he's only on 36 workers. On 5 bases. So... Oh, and those firebats. He will try to go for it. 3 defensive matrix firebats. And the Dream under the Swarm. The lurkers will die very quickly. The Nidus has been eliminated. SPX is going for the huge comeback, it seems like, because he will be able to eliminate the 3rd base of Ziki and 4th base of Ziki, so Ziki will be left only with this base. Fortunately for him, he is also going for great upgrades, so maybe on those 3 bases he will be able to keep up with the Terran. He has 2000 gas, so there will be plenty of ultras possible to be produced, but this is a first move which SPX needed to do to come back to this game. And look at the supplies, guys, it's 100 to 60. So despite being in terrible position earlier, SPX is really doing a good job coming back to the game. Paździor is from Ziki. Only 27 workers. We have 3 vessels. Ziki doing a good job eliminating them. 2-2 versus 2-1. Even 3-3 is on the way. So Ziki upgrades are insanely good. If only he would produce like couple ultras, it would be very hard to kill them. And he has a ultra is covered, so and oh, he's just starting the carapace. Pure links and the fires to defend this high amount of fire bats. It's going to be hard. The plagues needs to be great for Ziki. Okay, there is a plague potential. Ziki wants to defend it with pure links, but it's hard against the firebats under the swarm. The ultra and the dream, but no carapace in this ultra yet. So it's not going to be unkillable ultra list with how much damage it takes without the carapace. GG from Ziki. SPX securing the point for Team Russia. Makes it more interesting. And that means that we will be having the next match Madinho versus Fathertos on Eclipse. Very interesting, cool match. Madinho, the multiple Gosu League champion, but Fathertos also, I believe, the finalist of Gosu League of some season. Overall, the also very old school player. Let's go. Okay. So on the top right location we are having Mr. Madinho, and on the bottom left location we are having Mr. Fathertos. Very good match of the players. Both of them are in decent, I would call them, I hope I will not offend them by calling them, but I would call them like the round of 32 Pro League level players. Although Madinho, when he is active, he can be easily in round of 16. He is going for the wall-in. We don't see that often. I guess making a wall-in makes it easier to deal with the Zealot, but it makes it harder to like with the units later is first thing, but second thing is like if there will be some goon pressure, it's going to be harder to micro because of the supplies. You can also lose them. Yeah, but overall I think there are a lot of benefits of having a wall-in. And one good part of the wall-in is that Protoss will not scout. So we are blocking the scouting. Okay, so Madinho just makes it to put his opponent like into the blind, but it seems like he will go for the normal expansion behind it. I believe it's going to be Machine Shop because he didn't make too many Marines. Oh, he's going for the bunker, okay. But he will confirm the Nexus, so... if he wouldn't go for the bunker, he could go for his own command center, but then he would have to have Vulture to push the Goon back. This is a little bit safer approach. He will be able to build... Oh, he's going for the mines before the... even producing the first Vulture. And Fathertos is really respecting the Vultures of Madinho. Like, if you haven't watched a lot of games of Madinho, I had the pleasure of casting the BSL when he was winning the Gosu League. His mine placement was so on point, like so strong awareness of where he should put those mines. Let's see if he will be able to do it on this map as well. Demo worker count, so maybe Fathertos will be able to escape with 1 or 2 workers thanks to the second Nexus if he will constantly build them. You can see that he's doing it. D2. Those seems like anti-DT mines. So Madinho decides to cut the eBay, it seems like. Maybe he will go for armory as well against drop. This is going to be fast river from Fathertos. No observer, just straight into the river. I actually like it. It can surprise your opponent. Even the range is relatively late because that's why he wasn't pushing. The mine placement, Madinho sees everything, so it would have to be really unlucky if, yeah, he will see the drop with the mines. Does he have... okay, he has 2 tanks, he has speed for the Vultures, so I believe no siege mode yet. So it's definitely possible to try to out-micro the tanks without the siege, but yeah, with this good mine placement, it's going to be... it seems like a tight defense, like having the Goliath would be helpful, but we'll be able to kill 1 tank, nicely done by Tama. He can see that no turrets, so he will be able to be annoying with this at least. That's why having Zealots is better, because then you have 2 units to unload. Oh, there is a mine. Smart position, but Tama decides to not unload. Seed mode will be... okay, it's done actually. Nice observer. Can go into the main base. Usually you want to have 4 Goliaths, I think, for the move out, but for the defensive purposes 2 is fine as well. You just want to have something to push this. Oh, And again, Mines of Madinho. Will be able to do. It seems like a very nice tight wall-in from Father Toss. Very solid game from both players. They are not risking it too much, trying to play it out. He doesn't have vision. I think the river is in range, but Madinho doesn't see the river. If he would send a CD over there, the tank will shoot. Up to 4 fact. Okay, we have Citadel actually. But the vultures. Oh, I like the escort of the probes. Very nicely done, but at the same time Tama is trying to block the move out from Madinho. Oh, the shuttle, yeah, you need to be careful. Those 4 Goliaths double shot the double kill. They need to shoot twice to kill the shuttle. This will be a dot. In a really low number of factories, 10 minutes. I would like to see him at, I don't know, at least 2 more. I know that he is planning to expand and go for it behind it, but his army is really expensive now, but now Tama will add more zealots and probably try to go for the strong push. Ooh, it's going to be main base attack. That might be risky because this shuttle... Oh, but there is nothing in the natural. Whoa, holy moly. So many STVs are dying. Nice micro from Tama. He's unable to unload this river and take additional hits. Holy moly, those are good hits. STV for the kill, and Madinho only with 31 STVs left. But again, look at the mines. Madinho mines. So strong, so powerful. This micro just to not allow this Zealot to defuse the mines too easily. And this is a strong move out, despite having only 4 factories. This is a strong move out, and Madinho feels like he needs to do something. Oh, this is a nice micro, saving the tanks. But what I'm afraid of for Madinho is that what he will do against mass zealots. Like, fortunately for him, there is only goals. But still, I think Tama was a little bit too quick with this push. So Madinho will be able to deal with the zealots and push the goons. So I think this is as good of a trade as you can hope for as Madinho. Like, maybe you can try to stop over here. Can you build turrets here? I think you can build them only here, right? But Madinho with 4 STVs repair. Yeah, he needs those vultures over there badly. He needs the support for the tanks. You don't want to have the tanks being surrounded by the zealots. Oh, that was another mine of Madinho. Killing the High Templar, and it looks better and better for Madinho. Those tanks were killed by... those goons were killed by the tanks. Okay, there are vultures already here, so Madinho with the very successful push. But there are more goons coming in now. The macro of Tama is just bigger, he has more money. Madinho only macroing from 4 factories. That's the problem of it. He just doesn't have the production to keep up with the Protoss. That's a nice micro. Look at those unsieged tanks. Or even sieged ones. That's a great trade for Tama. Inyo. Oh, nice block from Father Toss. This base is sneaky, but the fact that Madinho doesn't have this one is really probably making Tama think like something should be going on, because Terran will be mined out-ish soon. Obviously he lost a lot of SCVs, so maybe like 1 minute later, but still you are relatively happy with the position you are in unless there is a hidden base, so you usually want to look for it. Be a storm drop. Look how small the number of STVs of Madinho is. He has a decent amount here, but main and natural are not perfectly saturated. Another mine of Madinho. Tama now on 4 bases. Do we have any higher tech? Or at least the second robo maybe somewhere? We have... this is 6 and those are 5 gateways, 11 gates. That's decent amount. Madinho not thinking about taking this base. I think like he probably knows that it's going to be hard to push in the near future. So taking this base would be good to just try to keep the game longer. Okay, the base has been found, so he badly needs this base now. At least he will have STVs in the main base and natural. This shuttle is here. What are the upgrades? We have 1-0 only versus 1-0 for the Protoss as well. This is a strong army of Tama, but this is pure goons, no zealots basically. Only those in the shuttles. But the storms are there. Nice snipes from Madinho. The tanks are really dealing a lot of damage to the goons, and this was a great trade for the Norwegian Viking. He's making more SCVs now, but what he needs now is the command center. I believe this one will float over here. I think this trade gave him additional confidence that maybe this is a good moment to try to expand, that he has enough forces to be stretched on this line and secure this expansion. We have 170 supply from the Protoss. Double Forge, even Stargate. But the good part for Madinho that this is Gateway Man. We are going for 2-0, so Madinho will keep up with the upgrades. And the upgrades are scaling much better with the Terran. Mostly because of the splash damage of the tanks. There is a pylon. Okay, so Tama wants to stop Madinho from taking this expansion. That's obviously understandable, and that's why he is pushing. And this seems like a powerful Protoss army, definitely enough to push this army, but he is not too decisive of where he wants to attack. I believe he wanted to attack to the high ground over here, but those are good trades for Madinho. This might be a huge combat from him. Look at the supplies, they are getting closer. The Arbiter Tribunal is done. And those tanks should be able to deal with the goons and secure this expansion, and that's what Madinho needs because he's mined out in the main base. Those STVs are just waiting for a new job. Some random goons. Nice micro saving the tanks. And it's all, those are the trades with +1 weapon for the tanks. If it would be 3-2, it would be even more decisive. I really like that Tama is securing this base, but ooh, that the props will be... Nope, nice reaction. But this looks strong for Protoss, although after those successful defenses from Madinho, it's getting more interesting. I think Madinho can even try to think about double expanding now, because he will be mined out in a natural as well, so you want to mine from at least 2 bases. 2-0 will be done soon. 2-0 is done and 2-1 will be done for the Protoss, so those are decent upgrades. This base will be saved. Tama is also mined out. Oh, those zealots will be intercepted. Nicely done by Madinho. Okay, seems like Madinho decided, okay, time for the 4th base. There is Arbiter already. Oh, Madinho wants to even push the top left. Going to be pretty interesting because he will be flanked from the top. So there is no base to kill over here, and those units will have this low ground to fight against this Protoss army, so as long as there will be no perfect storms, this should be not a bad trade for Madinho, although the Zealots will join the tanks. Nice storms on the Vultures, although those are not a bad trades, and Tama decides to go back because Madinho is pushing with the main force. 4 tanks are left here. Okay, Madinho coming back. You can see Tama attacking. The Arbiter will survive after stasising. This base was saved. But I think this base from Madinho will be saved as well. This is very nice storm position. And And again, Observer, just to give a vision to Protoss. Stasis Observer, unkillable detection. That's from Madinho. But he is really having a hard time mining. Pure Goon army composition from Tama. Okay, some zealots arriving. 2-1 upgrades versus 3-1. There is a vessel. Madinho can even lift the main base command center. The problem for Madinho is that this base is still up, so the bottom part of the map is untouched and Tama can mine from there. So even if Madinho would take those two bases, I'm not sure.
KJ streaming channel is Subagosu for 27 months, less than 3.
Mr. KJ, thank you very much. 27 months. Holy moly, I just remember when we had 2 years and it's already 27 months. Also the Patreon of BSL, Mr. KJ, huge supporter. Thank you very much, my friend. I hope we see each other this year on the LAN parties. This is a big engagement, but the army position looks better for Madinho. Oh my god, Madinho is so good with the engagements he's taking. It seems like Tama have a problem with simply killing the army of Madinho. Madinho is positioning so well, and despite having such a big income, so many gateways, so much money, so much units, he just can't break Madinho. Base will be under pressure. There are a couple tanks to defend the third base. One tank over here, 3-1 upgrades. I'm wondering if this base will be the target of attack. It seems like yes. Tama is not decisive enough to push. Maybe he's waiting for more reinforcements, or maybe he will want to recall to the main base. Oh, I guess that's what he's going for. Beautiful recall, nice mine over here. 8 HP away. Neo, we have those two tanks. There is a mine. Gateways are under pressure. Although this will be a hold, but Tama mining from those two bases really puts him in great position. Despite losing this base, he has a decent mining to saturate the gateways and just constantly apply more and more pressure on Terran. Oh, Mr. Love Snow. What's up, guys? What's up? We are having the Nation Wars Day, and after the match, after the series between Europe and Russia, I will tell you the spares for the next 3 matches for the next week. Round 3 lineup, week 3. It's possible that Tama will be mined out here. Madinho will go for 200-200 and kill those two bases. Right? Is this a win scenario for Madinho? Another recall. I don't believe this is defensive. So it must be with the attempt of making a recall. snipe from Madinho, but the Protoss is already on 200, so I believe the moment for attack will come soon. The time is working, I think, in favor of Protoss, but not as much as earlier. We have 7 here, 11 here, some idling here, overall 55 to 54, and Madinho can even think about securing the top left. I guess the weight of the match will be moved to the bottom right side of the map. It's going to be another big attack from Tama. It seems like Madinho is well fortified. Let's see what will be the result of this attack. Nice EMP, so no stasis available. Beautifully matrix over here, but more and more units are coming. Nice storms from Tama on top of the tanks and SCVs. I really love this shuttle, and he will be able to break this position. Very nice move in. Although the back of the army is being targeted by the tanks, he is able to clear this base, it seems like, from Madinho. And that's what he needs, especially that he has this extra income, so he will be able to rebuild his army much easier than Madinho. There are more storms available, the high ground helps a lot, and the command center will fall. Those two tanks are dealing a lot of damage. Nice target fire by Madinho. I guess he can already start transfer. Oh, he has this command center still, excuse me. This tank stopped the entire mineral line from mining and killed the workers. What a game between those two gentlemen. But this army is under huge pressure of those units despite the great EMP. It seems like it's enough for Tama to just clear out the reinforcing army of Madinho, which was defending this potential fort base. And look how much more stuff Fathertos has. He has more gas even to produce some Archons if he will want to. Command center is in production, so the fort base, the dream about the fort base will be there. More units incoming from Fathertos. Although the tanks hit hard, this vulture is doing something. This base was saved. What do you want to do as Madinho? I guess expand and just make big enough army to kill the bottom right? This base is mined out, so there is basically no reason to attack him here. You want to make vultures because those are the powerful units which are landing the nukes. Is the Arbiter? No Arbiter, but more Templars has been built. Okay, Madinho is not mining right now, just a distance mining from this location. I like this drop play. Beautiful D matrix. Will we have EMP? No EMP from Madinho, so this is a huge move in, and there are no vultures to support those tanks, so despite having a good spread, it seems like Tama army will simply crash through this position and Madinho will be mined out. Those are 2 mines. It seems like Tama is defending everything so well. I like this move from Madinho to be annoying. He has still a couple more tanks. Maybe there is one more attempt of trying to take this base, but look at this army. This is so many Templars, and Tama is still mining from those 2 bases as well, so I love this EMP, beautiful play, but Madinho needs to do it quickly, because every second now is working in favor of Protoss. Okay, and this is big attack over here. A lot of Zealots fallen, but the Archons are leading the way. Although this wasn't the most beautifully coordinated attack. It gives Madinho hope, but I believe one more round of Zealots will make it the case, because there is nothing in production of Madinho. He's just starting to mine. Obviously he will produce a lot of stuff because he has a lot of SCVs. I don't know if it's going to be enough to stop 2 base Protoss. Oh, beautiful EMP! So those units will take a lot of damage, although it's more and more stuff from Tama. Madinho is making the impossible possible. Still defending it-ish. Stasis. Now the Zealots are arriving. Madinho was producing tanks only. I believe there are some vultures in production now, but the Zealots will do the job. And I believe this is going to be the final move of the game. GG, well played, and Madinho is tapping out. Fathertos is securing the second win for Team Russia. And it will give a very hard job to Mr. Oystein to fight it for the victory with the world. Never easy, especially in PvP. Team Capitan Mr. Dewoltinho will face Mr. Oystein on Polestar. So let's get into the game number 4 of the third series of today. On the top right we are having Dewold, on the bottom right we are having Oystein. To 1 for Team Russia. After losing to Latam 5-0, we are doing much better in the round 2. his whole style. I'm wondering what kind of, like, how do you want to play PvP to have the biggest shot of like winning with one attack? Do you want to go for like 3 gate goons or and hope for the bad scarabs from the world, or do you want to go for one good, well-timed like 12 goons, one shuttle to reverse push and hope for the better engagement? I believe there are a lot of ways. So let's see. Oystein definitely capable of winning against the world, especially in best of one. He is a very strong Protoss, also the very experienced one. We didn't see him too much in BSL because I believe of the time zone and his availability, but fortunately he is playing with us now on the Nation Wars, so that's nice. In the previous BSL he was in the reserve list for the Gosu League because he didn't confirm the participation in time, but according like when he was called to replace, he wasn't available as well. So unfortunately he didn't play, but now he is showing us our skill. By the way, guys, on Wednesday we will have the micro macro tournament on For Fun Wednesday, so you can try your strengths in the micro macro. It's for fun, no prize pool, just to hang out together, stream together, and play some for fun format. We had off-race tournament last Wednesday. This Wednesday will be micro macro. Okay, Robo from the world. And it seems like Oystein will want to go for fast Nexus. Is this what he's aiming for? Maybe Nexus over here? Huh. Okay, that's interesting. But do you go for a Nexus over there? And what else? You go for 3 gate boots as a follow-up? Because Devil will have the timing on Yaji with like 10-12 goons and the reverse. So okay, we'll have a Robo. It will be later, but yeah, this Nexus can add extra income for Oystein. The problem with it is that it's going to be hard to transfer workers over there, at least without being scouted. But you can see that Dawid is respecting the fact that there might have been more goons produced. He's also playing in the dark. So I like the idea of this play from our Norwegian player. Oh, and the gateway over here as well. That's interesting. The full colony. A river and not enough gas for the world. Maybe he will want to go for the Nexus. So Oystein probably should go for his own natural as well and just try to defend with free base income against this push, because otherwise if the world will push and see no natural and not that many units, or equal amount of units, he will think that something is wrong, right? But okay, now there will be Observer of Oystein, so he should be able to see the Observer and not allow the world to scout. Beautifully done. So now the world is probably thinking that this is like a 4-gate goons or 3-gate goons, some kind of a 1-base pressure play, and you can see that he's adding the battery because he doesn't see expansion, so he expects the aggression. So this is actually beautiful mind play by Oystein. Really impressive. This base is starting to be even batterily saturated. And there will be a short moment where the world will mine a little bit more. Maybe not even more, because this is also a decent saturation. Okay, but I would like to see Oystein. Oh, he's adding gateways in here. So he's like allowing this base to play 1 versus 1 versus this base. And he's having extra base over here. Look how smart it is. There are 3 rivers from the world. That is probably like, what's going on? Why the hell there is no attack? You didn't have expansion. Okay, we have 5 gateways, but also the gateways for the world. So yeah, Oystein is mining more, definitely. Oh, but those goons will not intercept this probe. And I guess the whole idea of having those gateways over here is just to have some mobile units to protect against the rivers. And the world is like, surprise, surprise. It is starting. Where is this shuttle? Okay, 1 river shuttle. The main base. Actually, that's very smart. After seeing that this base was scouted. Nice interception of the world army. The probes are escaping. At the same time, the counter-attack from Oystein. What a beautiful play from this player. He will most likely lose the shuttle. No, it's going to be saved. Those goons are taking unnecessary damage over here. But overall, if he will save this occasion and kill those rivers in the process, it's going to be very good for him. You can see that he is already getting ready to trap those rivers, but the world is taking a decent trade. But both rivers are falling. The probes are back. Look at that, almost killing the probes. That would be very unlucky. But now Oystein with 3 bases. So be careful. Probably try to defend this base on the high ground. Oh, scarabs. Helps. Oystein decides to go for the counter-attack. But there are rivers. Okay, but that's a decent game between those gentlemen. This is the power of best of 1. You can go for sneaky things like this. But now Oystein is losing the probe, so this is where the biggest part of his advantage goes. Although he still have rivers in his main base. So with the shuttle, maybe he will have some strong push. He's behind in workers, but well, I believe he has enough to produce from 5 gateways and the robo. I like this base. I like, but it's going to be very, very quickly scouted. Scout with 2 rivers and like 12-ish goons. Although the high ground helps. When we will have the shuttle from Oystein. Speed for the zealots is on the way. This is a squad to deny bases. I love this server. There is even a cannon, so it should be defendable. The river will shoot probably as well, but the probes will be under a huge pressure. Needs to be careful. If he would lose this shuttle, it would be a big chance for Oystein to jump on top of his army with his own rivers. Will there be like 4 rivers from Oystein? But the moment the Oystein will defend this base, Dawid will have option to push to this army, and that's nicely done. Nice catch of the rivers. So Dawid army will have a hard time, although it's more and more stuff incoming. So we will have counter-attack into counter-attack. Both players loves to counter. They should play the game called Strike. Good engagement for Oystein. He is really playing well with what he has. I think sending the workers from the main base would be smart. The river arrives. The rivers are great against zealots. This is a lot of stuff, but now Dawid army will arrive on the high ground. Although Oystein can move his army over here as well, so it's not the end of the world. The problem is that he is not mining from his own natural. He could send the workers over there, and with the reinforcing zealots, he could easily trap this army of Dawid. It's like 20 supply in workers advantage, so Dawid needs to be careful with those rivers. This time going in, just like that. He wants to get in as well. Those rivers are dealing crazy amount of damage. The river of Oystein is also dealing a good amount of damage, but this arc for the river is just perfect to get pure value, and more stuff is coming from Dawid. If there would be a scarab on this river, it would be insane value, but GG from Oystein, and Dawid is securing 3-1 victory in the series for Team Russia. But we will have the last match of today today marathon of casting, 5 hours of solo casting of Zero, especially for the fans of StarCraft, just to keep up for no stream on Friday. So we will have the last match between Izu and Wave playing against Defi and Dawid. So this is very interesting. Let me just update the overlay. So spawning on the top right location directly from Russia, we have Dawid and his ally ZZZero. On the bottom right location we have Defi, so it's left versus right. On the top left we are having Izu. On the bottom left we have Madinio actually replacing Wave and playing with Protoss. Just for the sake of this match, we will change the race of Mr. Madinio to a Protoss. It's not working, so just remember that Madinio is replacing Wave. Okay, let's see. Madinio is, I think, the similar caliber of 2 versus 2 enthusiast as Wave. Izu and Wave were second in the last season of BSL 2 versus 2 Pro League. They were third in the first season, so Izu and Wave are a great team, but they play a lot along with Madinio, Jiraiya, TT1 and all the other Super Gosus 2 vs 2 players, so this is going to be very interesting. Definitely experience of 2 vs 2 goes to European team. Defi is also 2 vs 2 player, if I'm correct, and he is strong with it, but the problem is that he is facing the best players outside Korea in 2 vs 2, but the good part for him is that he has Dawid on his side, and if only he will somehow allow Dawid to just show his strength from 1 vs 1 in 2 vs 2, this might be the way to win. This is Zerg Protoss versus Zerg Protoss, we need to mention that, so both teams will probably want to gain the map control. We can see that Defi going for hatchery first, and that was a 9 hatch if I'm correct, so he will have Sunken in time to defend this overpull from Izu. Going for his own layer, but Izu will have much faster mutas. Madinio going for Cyber Core, similarly to Dawid. And Madinio is excellent with every race in 2 vs 2, so the fact that he needs to play Protoss is not an issue for him. And what do you want to do as Zekro? Do you want to go for mass goons? Because one of the options is going mass goons and mass links and mutas, so goons can answer both links and mutas. So with mass links idea, Defi is in better position because he has a second hatchery already. But for Mutas, Izu definitely has more gas, and he also has a Spire almost done, so Defi will either have to make a Spores, or maybe Dawid will need to help him somehow. Fire Gate on the way. Yeah, but I think that... Oh, already immediate Spire, immediate Carapace. This is pretty uncomfortable position for Defi, because you have the Spire in the decent timing, so on one hand you want to build Mutas and spend all the money on Mutas, on the other hand if Zerg will send the Mutas directly to your base, your Mutas will be not ready. There was nice scouting, we can see that in Europe is expecting the fact that Dawid moved out. Okay, so they will want to push those units, but Madinho jumping on top of it. 4 goons now from Dawid versus, and 3 zealots versus 4 goons from Madinho, so Madinho very smartly retreating. At the same time Defi is trying to move out, and now with the Mutas there is some extra damage that can be tanked. Now the Mutas from Defi are joining, so that's strong. That's good that he didn't go for the... Very good that he didn't go for the Spore, because now he has all the force he needs. They both need to attack, but I think they have the numbers just to fight against the power of Europe. Oh, but the Scourge connected from Izu, nicely done. Madinho with the decent micro of the goons. Izu is also keeping his alive, and it's very important to not lose the Muta advantage as Defi, because then the counter-attack, it's open the counter-attack, especially that the Carapace will be done relatively soon, so you also need to think about this consequence of fighting, like you need to be able to match your opponent Muta number. But look at the goons from Dawid, it's a lot of them, and they are already on top of Izu base. There will be 7 Mutas versus 3, 4 and couple goons. Nice micro from Izu. There will be 2 Sunkens. Madinho is running to save him. Really well done by Izu, eliminating those Mutas. There is only 1 Sunken. This micro. Not losing the Mutas. Izu is still keeping the number of 7 alive, and thanks to that they think they should be able to defend it relatively well. Look at the number of drones, it's 12 to 12, so Zerg, Izu actually with the perfect hold, even save the drones, save the Mutas, +1 Carapace is done. The Spore has been done by Defi. The Dawid on 4 gate macro, not even a cannon in the main base, he's doing man mode goons. Okay, so after this match we will have the lineup for round 3. Izu is looking around over here. Oh, those are the Sunkens. It's going to be hard. I don't know what Dawid should do. Maybe try to go for the counter-attack. I really love that they are eliminating the Sunkens before the goons engage. Beautiful play from Team Europe. Doing it slowly. Seems like Defi wants to attack Izu, but Madinho left the goons over there. Very nice team play. The goons, okay. He will apply some pressure in the mineral line, but the goons will save it. Both. Like, all the teams have above 250 APM each. So you can see how intense this game is. 2 versus 2 is strong. You need to be strong to play 2 versus 2 well. Is he going for second carapace? No, it would be too much, right? But there is nothing to defend this position, so he can jump on top of this spore. But he doesn't know about it. Now Dawid cutting some reinforcements. There are more goons. And it will be sandwich of those into sandwich of the goons of the world. Beautiful play from Team Europe. Upping those goons like a bosses. Now those goons will be able to clear what's left from Defi. You can see that Defi with Dawid, they will decide to go for the counter-attack to maybe kill Izu. But I guess the Team Europe is just splitting the army just to not allow this scenario to become too real. And Izu going for counter-attack to Dawid. So he's like, okay, if I will be dead, I will slow Dawid down so much that Madinho will be able to play 1 versus 1 against him. I like this idea. There are more wings. So even the sun can help a lot. Izu doing a good job building out of stuff. He has 15 drones, so definitely enough to saturate those 2 bases. And look at that, Izu and Madinho even defending this push. There will be a hidden hatchery, but those mutas from Izu unstop micro, and GG. Guys, we did it. 3-2 for Team Russia. Very nice series, very good games. Congratulations to our champions and victors from today. Let's see what will be the lineup for the next week.